Yes. A tater hot here, some frost salts there, a wee bit of corpus, and a clone. Hello and greetings, Dark Elf Guy. Hello and greetings, Dark Elf Guy. Good. Now let us join the rest of my clone army. Dark Elf Guys, assemble! As you can see here, we are a force to be reckoned with. Think of the verticality we shall scale, the sights we'll showcase, the gainers we shall defeat. Onwards to glory, my clones, to victory and vertical vistas. Huzzah! Our final mod for the 2023 Morrowind Modding Madness competition, today's mod of the day is none other than the quirky and decidedly unique gameplay and quest mod, Clone by Team Verticality Game. Composed of Discontinuous Qualia, Overseer, Zack Has a Cat, The Drunken Monk Crab, and you know what? I'm pretty sure that's everyone. No need to keep listing names. Yes, let's go ahead and proceed with the rest of the show. Okay, fine. I'll say it. Jack him off. Whack him off. It's like I can hear my soul being sucked straight out of my chest every time I have to utter those words. Like, why? Why? What did I do to deserve this fate? But anyway, the 2023 Morrowind Modding Madness competition was a month-long competition where teams of modders had to make a mod using the themes of decay and rebirth and schools of magic. Every mod we've showcased from that event went in a very different direction, but arguably none are quite as eccentric as Team Verticality Game's Clone. For this is primarily a gameplay mod, allowing you to basically subvert the laws of death in the lands of Morrowind, and not only that, but also allowing you to create clone companions, not just of yourself, but also of other NPCs. Notably though, this mod includes no actual verticality, which is quite the bait and switch in my opinion. But anyway, instead of going on a dangerous mission yourself, simply make a clone, control it, and send it out in your stead. If it dies, you simply return back to your original body. And if it succeeds, well, you can still return back to your original body, and then use that clone as a companion to carry your burdens. Now, to gain this ability, you'll first need to do a few quests, which start out with the Thieves Guild, but it quickly turns out to be a sort of Telvanni affair, helping the Telvanni wizard in Nissus obtain some particularly illicit materials. This involves a bit of sneaking, a bit of thieving, and a bit of conniving. But the end result is a new cloning chamber that you can use at your leisure. There's a couple of additional quests to gain a few additional cloning abilities, and it all has, the typical run of humorous quest dialogue that we've all come to associate with the Drunken Monk Crab. But once you've done all that, you'll have access to the cloning chambers. And at first, you'll only be able to create clones and control them directly. And, by the way, these clones start out with nothing. So you'll need to leave some gear behind when you go into the cloning chamber for them to use. But once you take control, you can use them like your own player character. Until their, inevitable demise, of course. In which case, control will be returned to your original player character. In due time, you'll gain companion features for your clones, with very, very basic commands, like companion share, follow, and wait. But otherwise, they have the same stats you do. So you can create an army out of yourself and take on any would-be opponents who may have been able to defeat one of you, but probably not 20. Again though, you will still need to provide them with gear, weapons, armor, potions, and all that whatnot. Because again, they start with nothing. The final ability of this cloning chamber is the ability to clone NPCs. And this is done by taking a blood sample using a unique dagger. Once you have a blood sample, you can take it and make a clone of that NPC with the exact same stats. So, say you're having a bit of trouble with Gaynor. Simply get a blood sample, run back to the cloning lab, make a clone of Gaynor, and then bring that Gaynor back to face off against Gaynor. It's the perfect solution to all your Gaynor ills. From redefining death in Morrowind to companions and more, Clone is certainly just a novel take on the death and decay themes from the 2023 Madness competition. And while it does have a few bugs, it works for both MWC and OpenMW Lua, so you can play it regardless of platform. But anyway, that's pretty much everything for today's Mod of the Day. So, as always, I've been your host, Golf Guy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.